Hello everyone and welcome back to Irish Wifey TV. I hope you all are keeping on well. So if today is your first time coming to my channel, you're so much welcome, and if you've been coming before, thanks for coming. I really love and appreciate you all for coming. And again, if you haven't subscribed yet on my channel, please do me a favor and hit on the red subscribe button and turn on your notification bell on, so each time I upload a video, YouTube will notify you. So today I'll be sharing my experience, my symptoms, and what I took when I was tested positive with COVID-19. So basically it started on the 14th of April when I woke up that morning, and I was trying to do my morning exercise. So literally I felt a sharp pain just around my heart, and I stopped, and I had a glass of water, which is something that has never happened to me. And I tried to continue, but unfortunately I wasn't really feeling all right because I could still feel the pain. So I just stopped, and all through that day, what I was doing, I was just trying to monitor how I was feeling. And at the same time, I started having a dry cough. And the dry cough was like, like when you eat peanut, for those of you who eat peanut, and you're struggling to cough it out, or maybe you've ate something and you're trying to cough it out. It wasn't really like cough. And in the evening, I started feeling shivery, and I remember that day it was quite hot, so I went outside. I sat outside, and I even asked my husband if he was feeling cold, which he said no. So in the evening, nighttime, around 8 o'clock, when I went to bed, I noticed I was really coughing. So I tried to check if I could find ginger, but unfortunately I didn't have ginger that day, so I just had green tea and paracetamol. So I went to bed, and all through the night I felt really shivery. My whole muscles were really so sore, they were aching. I couldn't even move. I was just lying, and I remember my mind was telling me, like, you have to get up to get something to drink, but my body wasn't willing to just get up. So I was just twisting, and in the morning when I woke up, I realized, oh, my temperature, the way I was feeling, I really felt like I wasn't feeling well. And I took paracetamol as well, and I tried to get ginger, and I started drinking hot water mixed with ginger, honey, and lemon, because obviously I'm someone that can't really stand garlic. So my friend advised me, and my mom as well advised me to mix all of them with garlic. But since I couldn't stand garlic, so I didn't really put garlic. And during the day, that was the second day, I was fine all through the day. But once it comes to evening time, that's when I started feeling the aching, the cold. It's just like for those of you who are from Africa, it's just like when you're having malaria, that same type of way, but it's somehow intense as compared to the malaria, like the way your body muscles are really aching. So that's exactly how I was feeling. And the same thing at night, I was still feeling the same way. So I basically got up that night, and I tried to take the thermometer, but it was somehow a little bit far from me. So I just fell asleep, and in the morning, I felt all right. As I said, during the day, I'm fine. It was only in the evening that I started feeling that shivering. So the third night, I felt the same way, but what I did, I just put my thermometer so closer to me, and my tablet, so my husband wasn't sleeping in the same room with me, because we didn't really know what was happening. So we're just thinking, just in case it's the coronavirus, and they have to stay away from me. So that night I woke up around 2 in the morning, and I was shivering. So I managed to check my temperature, and I realized I was 38.9, which I didn't actually believe. To me, it was like, no, maybe I've done it wrong. So I did it several times, and my temperature was just the same thing, 38.9, 38.7. So in the morning I woke up, and the first thing that, and again, I took paracetamol that night, that at 2 a.m. I was able to get up, and I took paracetamol, and I went back to sleep. So when I got up in the morning, I was really sweating, so I took a cold bath, like cold, no mixture of hot water or anything. And yeah, I felt much better. So that was on Thursday. I was fine. Thursday night, I slept. I was fine. I didn't feel the same way. And on Friday in the morning, I had to call my manager, and my manager told me that I have to call 111 to try to explain my situation or the way I'm feeling to them, which I did in the morning. And the guy in question obviously said, assessed me over the phone, and he said, from what I just told him, he think I got coronavirus, which again to me was like, it's a no, you know. And he was like, okay, they will call me so I can go for my test. In the evening, no, in the afternoon, around 2, I had a phone call that I have to go and do my test at 4, that same Friday, which I obviously did. And my test didn't come out because I was being told I should wait for my test within 72 hours. So my test came back on Sunday, and I tested positive. But from that Friday, Saturday, I was fine. Even on Sunday, when they called me to tell me I tested positive, I was still fine. So in the evening, the Sunday night breaking Monday, and I woke up, I was really like, I was having flu, like my nostrils were really running, and I felt somehow I was having a temperature. You know, obviously when you're having flu, you're having a temperature. So I had a temperature that morning, and again, I took paracetamol, and all what I was taking was just a mixture of my lemon, hot water, lemon, ginger, and honey. That's what I was taking all through, and I didn't even have the appetite. My whole body was so sore. I was feeling dizzy. Yeah. So on Monday, I had to call my GP to tell them that I tested positive, and my GP told me that I have to try and stay a little bit away from my family and from my kids, you know, because the way the coronavirus who hit me, it will be definitely different from the way it will hit any of my family members. So if I can stay away from them, then let me just try and do it. So I tried, and that Monday, obviously my husband started feeling having the same symptoms on Saturday. So I just told him, like, what I was doing, I was like, okay, I just told my husband, like, you have to start drinking this, you have to start drinking it. But I wasn't actually giving it to him, you know. And this is something that I really want to advise you ladies. If you're having a husband, or if you're having your partner and they are sick, please try and keep an eye on them. Because what I noticed with my own situation is that my husband is more like a child. Because I was telling him, like, you have to drink it, mix this and drink. And all what he was telling me, like, yeah, I've done that, yeah, I've done it. So on that Monday, after I called my GP, and my GP told me to stay a little, like, to stay away from my family, which I was doing. But it was somehow so difficult because my husband wasn't feeling that well. I wasn't feeling well. And we got 2 kids, two under 5 years old, you know, they might not really understand, especially my 2 years old. He wouldn't even listen. Like you said, don't come. To him, it means come. And come, it means go. So it was somehow so difficult for my husband and I to be looking after them and trying to catch some sleep, as we were being told that we needed rest. So on that Monday, I was having flu. I went inside my room. So I was like, obviously, since from day one, I started sleeping in a separate room with my husband. So my husband as well started sleeping in another room, like not to be closer to the kids. And that night, I wasn't feeling well. So when I got up, and my friends told me that I can take the baby Vicks and mix it inside water, and just try to sniff it, which I did. You know, at that time, it was like anything that someone tells me, I would just do it. I wasn't even thinking like, oh, maybe this is right. Or I was just like, okay, let me do it because this is what this person has said. So that's exactly what was happening. So on Tuesday, I woke up, I was feeling a little bit stronger, but my husband was feeling really poorly. So around 10, 11, he said he wanted to go and have a nap. So I said, okay, that's fine. I will sit down and look after the kids. So he went, and around 1 p.m., I was just trying to make something for lunch for the children. And I could just hear like a second voice, like so a voice was just telling me, like, go and check on him, go and check on your husband. So I just went upstairs, and I checked on him, and I saw him the way he was sleeping. He was just so restless, and I looked at him and I was like, I've never seen my husband this way. So I woke him up, and I asked him, like, how were you feeling? He was like, you know, he didn't really respond. And immediately I was like, I just saw his color, you know, his color was like something. I've never seen my husband in that situation before. I've never. So I just rushed downstairs, and I made him a cup of tea, mixed them with ginger garlic, mix it with ginger garlic, everything. I came and gave him, like, I did it twice. I gave him 2 cups immediately, and I told him, like, I don't want him to sleep, I just want him to sit down. You know, obviously he didn't have appetite, so the only thing that we could drink, I myself, I didn't have the appetite, so the only thing that we were taking was just the orange juice or the oranges. So I told him, like, I don't want him to sleep, and he woke up, and I was just keeping an eye on him, and my head, everything was just playing over my head. I was so confused about everything, and I was even blaming myself because, you know, maybe if I didn't go to work, maybe this wouldn't have happened, those type of things. And yeah, I just kept on giving him, like, every 30 minutes, I just kept on giving him water, because I realized he was dehydrating, and I just kept on giving him the water, everything. And yeah, in the evening he felt much better. The night time, obviously he was still feeling the same way. I myself, I was feeling the same way, but at that time I had to look after him because I felt like I was much stronger than him. So yeah, so those are the things that we were doing. And as day went by, we're feeling much healthy, much stronger, and we kept on drinking the hot water up to date. I just keep drinking the hot water at any given instant that I just think of it. I just wash and take hot water, even if I don't mix it with the lemon, garlic, you know, everything, but I make sure I just drink it. And yeah, that's how, like, that's our own symptoms, and that's how we're basically feeling. And yeah, we thank God we are fine now, you know, because all through the period, the only thing that I was just praying to God was like, God, you know, let your will be done. And again, I was saying to myself that I know I will one day die, but I don't really think it's coronavirus that's going to kill me. So I was really having that faith in God that I know nothing like this will happen, but it was just the fact that it's so, like, the feeling or the thought of it, and looking after my little ones, my head was all over the place. Yeah, so that's our own experience. And those are the things that we're taking: just the paracetamol, hot water, mix it, and with lemon, garlic, ginger. So, and that's how we got healed, and with prayers as well, because at that time it was so difficult for us to pray. But I know I kept on repeating the same prayer to God, because I didn't really have the strength to sit up and really pray for a longer period of time, or even to read my Bible. But I was just saying 1 or 2 words to him, and I believe he heard me. So that's just our symptoms. So I just decided to share this video because there might be someone out there, you know, because after I had it, and I was talking to some of my friends, and I realized seven of my best friends had it as well, but I didn't even know, you know. So I just decided to share my own experience on what I did, what we did during the 14 days, and how it helped us, you know. So it might help someone out there as well, you know. So guys, thank you all for watching, and hope you do like this video. And let's continue to pray to God that someday the world will get back to normal as it was before. And don't forget to give a thumbs up, share my videos, and stay tuned till next time. Bye bye.